Coming up on Mountain News this morning, southeastern Kentucky was hit hard by the storms Tuesday, with several homes receiving the damage. And the filling station bill made its way through the House and Senate before being vetoed by Governor Beshear yesterday.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 6:30 on Thursday, April 4th. I almost said it was March. Let's go on ahead and send it over to meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
I actually thought you were going to say April Fools, right, Olivia? Because Mother Nature's definitely throwing a curveball our way. This time yesterday morning, we're about 52. We're 18 degrees colder than that at 34 as the rain showers and light rain persist. And yes, the ugliness will persist with that theme across eastern and southern Kentucky today, tonight, into tomorrow of scattered rain, sleet, and snow showers, running chilly into the weekend. But the prospects of the eclipse on Monday still being visible, trying to keep cloud cover issues at bay. All right. Look at where your hometown is or close to one of our reporting stations. And yes, as cool as 34 here in Hazard and 32 at Wise, as warm as 41 at London and Manchester. Active regarding the shower pattern right now. Some yellows here as you look at the radar and perhaps your radar app on your phone or your tablet. And yes, you look at the pretty colors here on the composite image. Yes, some sleet and snow showers mixing in. The upper level feature again plaguing us with a cold flow into the weekend. So for today, that's it, a high of 46. When can we get back close to 60? We'll let you know. First Alert 7-day forecast coming up in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. Dozens of homes were damaged by strong winds in parts of southern Kentucky Tuesday. Officials in Whitley County say they started getting lots of phone calls of trees down and damage after 7 Tuesday night. The storm only lasted a matter of seconds, but it left a lot of damage and cleanup in the Bee Creek area near Laurel Lake. Some homes will be classified as destroyed. Others only had shingles missing. People say the storm was very quick and violent, and it left behind some costly damage. The National Weather Service is expected to come out sometime today because of the extensive damage.
The tree estimate is $25,000. So the roof and everything, we don't know. We're waiting on the adjusters. Somewhere, another, 20, 30,000.
Officials say they did not have any reports of injuries. Governor Andy Beshear provided an update on where emergency officials are in calculating storm damage. The governor says straight-line winds reached up to 110 miles an hour in some places. He said emergency management officials have already confirmed several tornadoes touched down, and they are evaluating the possibility of more. Governor Beshear also complimented Kentuckians on their efforts to prepare.
We didn't have as many people out in the first storm because people were paying attention. We did lose that one life. But in the second round where we saw those tornadoes, right now we don't have a single confirmed fatality from the second part. We had a lot of businesses, including state government, that let out early.
Governor Beshear says the person that died was in Campbell County. A few thousand customers remain without power across the state. Yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was also set to pay a visit to northeastern Kentucky. Coleman had planned on being in Boyd County to observe the damage that was caused by the severe weather Tuesday. Officials with Boyd County Emergency Management told us that wind gusts exceeded more than 100 miles per hour. They also told us their tower that stands above their emergency operations center was knocked over due to winds. And yesterday, Governor Beshear vetoed House Bill 581, commonly known as the filling station bill. The bill is sponsored by Representative Ken Upchurch of Monticello. It would have banned local governments from restricting gas stations in favor of electric charging stations. Governor Beshear has remained supportive of electric vehicles. Governor Beshear has signed Senate Bill 29 into law. The bill, sponsored by Southern Kentucky Senator Brandon Storm, seeks to safeguard folks by prohibiting the transfer of insurance policy rights and benefits to third parties for property and casualty insurance claims. One of the highlights is that the bill fully covers motor vehicle glass repairs without a deductible. The Kentucky Board of Education has chosen Lawrence County Superintendent Robbie Fletcher as the new education commissioner. But for the first time ever, under a new state law, the choice is subject to confirmation by the state Senate. Senate Republican floor leader Damon Thayer told our sister station recently he is likely a no vote for now, but is pursuable. Thayer says the Senate is doing a background check and reviewing Fletcher's qualifications. Fletcher has been the Lawrence County school superintendent since 2014. The American Red Cross is all about connecting communities in need, and that starts with informing community members about their mission. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more from a lunch and learn in Prestonsburg.
You want to do something to help your community?
American Red Cross's Eastern Kentucky chapter is always preparing for potential disaster.
When disaster strikes, even volunteers sometimes want to come up to help, but they don't really know exactly what to do.
So the chapter hosted a Lunch and Learn Wednesday, inviting the community to see how they can lend a hand in the efforts to help neighbors in need.
We just want people to be more aware of what the mission is.
Discussing the fundraising efforts, daily missions, outreach programs, and the need for volunteers and board members to step up now so they can be ready for tomorrow.
And it just strikes before we know it, so that's why we always have to be prepared, and that's why the Red Cross mission is so important.
Officials say response efforts are easier when trained volunteers are waiting in the wings.
You know, so we try to train the ones that we've already got, you know, on our workforce, but then other people want to come out too, and they all flow out, but then we don't really, you know, they don't really know what's going on because they think that they don't ever need the Red Cross, you know, but they actually do.
So connecting communities with their helpers could mean all the difference.
That's what Red Cross volunteers do. That's the impact that we have every day, multiple times a day, here in Eastern Kentucky.
People should want to give back to their community and volunteer so that we will have people in place and that we will have a workforce and that we'll be able to help those in need when they are in need.
In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
If you or someone you know is interested in being a volunteer for the Red Cross, you can find more information on our website.
And a good Thursday morning to you. Cool versus yesterday morning at this time. Yes, indeed, a shock to the system, even more so as we continue to deal with the breeze this afternoon. Mid and upper 30s, lower 40s. The pinpoint Doppler radar still showing the precipitation across the region. And let me show you the composite view, because this will paint some of the colors in terms of, yes, across the high terrain, some sleet and snow. And also, as you make your way back across northern portions of Laurel County back towards 75, just keep in mind ground temperatures are warm, but that doesn't rule out there may be a couple of slick spots across the region as the upper level feature will continue to sit here and push cold air our way with these spokes of energy to help produce a shower action not only today but tomorrow as well. So a little caution, a little extra time on the morning drive this morning. Rain, sleet, snow shower threat. And for the afternoon, sleet and the rain shower threat persists, a high in hazard to 46. More about your first alert 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Olivia?
Thanks, Tim, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:38. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Aftershocks continue to rattle Taiwan while emergency workers make incredible rescues deep in the mountains.